good evening, viewers. Welcome once again to Love for Real Talk Show. Just want to welcome you. This is Minister Tina Mtambo. I'll give you 2 minutes just to come to the camera or to get your phones. I've got something to share with somebody tonight.
Jesus, I always win. Though challenges come, but they can weigh me down. I don't give up. I'm from above. For the greater one lives inside of me. I am born of God. Challenges come, but they can weigh me down. I don't give up. I'm from above. Yes, the greater one lives inside of me. I am born of God. When there is a casting down, I am not down. Far above principalities, I was born victorious. When there is a casting down, I am not down. Far above principalities, I was born victorious. 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 Yeah, victorious. Victorious, mighty God. Victorious. Victorious. Yeah, victorious. Victorious, mighty God. Tell me I am blessed.
Hello everyone all over the world, ladies and gentlemen, and once again I just want to welcome you tonight to this Love for Real Talk Show. It's been a while, we haven't seen each other or spoken to each other. Tonight, unfortunately, my husband, Prophet Chris Ntambo, is not with me, but I just felt in my spirit that I need to speak to someone right now, right there, so that you can be blessed by a word or two. Tonight's topic is about the principles of building self-trust. That's the topic for today. The principles about building self-trust. So you might have questions about it. Some of us, we've had questions about it. Myself, I've had questions about self-trust. Circumstances have probably made us to question ourselves. But however, we have to remember that the Bible says we have to love our neighbor as we love ourselves. That's part of trusting ourselves. So we can only trust ourselves if we know how to trust ourselves. So tonight I'm just going to share some principles just to help one another on how to overcome this quite a challenge actually of getting to self-trust in the way of loving yourself as well at the same time. Just be blessed and stay tuned. I'll be here.
No reason to. Victory is sure. Yeah. I am complete in Christ. I am complete in Christ. When the years are casted down, I am lifted up far above principalities.
Yes, good evening, wherever you are. I just want to, if you could tap into the button to say that you're there and you're listening. Just tell me where you are watching me from. That would be nice. I just want to connect with you and be blessed. I just welcome each one of you right now once again. And as I said, the topic is how do we trust ourselves? And so that in a way that we can show the love which we need to be giving to others in return. Because the Bible says we should love our neighbors as we love ourselves. That's part of trusting ourselves. So to trust ourselves is not an easy thing. It's not an easy task at all. But it's a matter of understanding the principles of how to do it. So trusting yourself is not about becoming invulnerable or to fear. Or rather, I would say to eradicate the self-doubt. You know, sometimes you may think, well, how can I self-trust when I'm not sure about what I'm doing? Because it's impossible to eradicate completely the self-doubt. because as human beings, we do have self-doubt in ourselves, because maybe because of our situations, or maybe with our past, maybe with the environment we live in, and with the things we go through, and even our peer pressure. Sometimes we feel invariable, and we doubt ourselves that we can't reach to that extent. But however, we have an inborn strength and power in us, which was given by our Lord Jesus Christ. Even before we were born, God trusted us so that we can love others just as we love ourselves. It's something which is inbuilt. It comes by faith, and to show this, it has to come from a place of faith, and rather than fear, it has to come from a place of faith. And of course, that's part of self-trust rather than self-doubt. Therefore, I would go straight away to the points which I want to share. There will be a few points, but I'm trying to expand them one after another. Hopefully, you can pick up one or two things out of it, and you'll be blessed tonight. One of them is there's a principle which each one of us we need to follow. One of them, the first one I would go for is, don't wait for confidence. None of us are confident in everything we do. We sometimes wonder whether, for example, I can talk about Olympics. They wonder themselves whether, am I going to be able to achieve what I want to achieve? Can I run as fast as the best runner in the competition? So as a result, we start having self-doubt. So we need to have, first of all, to have self-confidence. That confidence can only come by beginning before you feel how ready you are. You have to know that you are able to do it. Greater is He who is in us than he is in the world. And when we remember and dwell in the Word and meditate on it, we will be encouraged and motivated and feel that we are able to do even above what we think. And as a result, our confidence will be built, and we'll start having self-confidence in ourselves. As a result, as we do our actions, maybe other people might notice what you're doing, and you end up having rewards. Maybe some people will compliment what you're doing, the good things. You start feeling that other people are giving you the rewards of what you're doing. So now the confidence becomes built up. So that's one point I wanted to emphasize. So don't wait for your confidence. Just go for it. Remember that God trusted you already. You have that inbuilt power in you to have confidence. But you remember to meditate on the Word so that you know exactly how to come out of your shell, and maybe out of your comfort zone, and be able to do what you think you may not be able to do due to self-doubt, but use your faith to do it. The second point I just want to share right now is sometimes we have to embrace our fallibility. Sometimes people, they are scared of what if. What if is a fear. It's a sign of fear, because the moment you say, what if I can't manage, what if I don't have the money, what if something goes wrong, that's the devil trying to whisper into your ear that you can't achieve anything in life. So the moment you start feeling or hearing these words in your mind about what if something goes wrong, if I start to do this, what if this goes wrong, it's a devil trying to whisper some fear in you. So take away the fear by reminding yourself that you are able to do all that you are given to do, and also be able to remember that you get off your own back and give yourself some permission as a human being to fail sometimes, because even I've heard once there's a remark which says to err is human, and it's true, because we human beings, we are bound to fail somehow here and there. But successful people who I know in the world, they've failed before. No one has always been smoothly, perfectly successful. They've been doing things, maybe trying several times before they even reached the goal they wanted. Even those people you think they are entrepreneurs and they're very famous and rich, they didn't just get to that point. They had to start from somewhere and trust themselves, had some fails here and there, and then they had to keep trying until they achieved their goals. Another point I want to share is to use your gifts. You know, God is wonderful. God blessed us with our talents and gifts. We are all born with our own talents. It's a matter of asking our God and to reveal to us what is our talent. Some of you, you already know your talents. Some of you, you already know your gifts, more especially the gifts. Some of you have got the gifts of singing. You can sing gospel. Some of you, you've got gifts in preaching the word. Some of you, probably you've got the gift of doing business itself. As a result, if you know your gifts, you should be able to honor them. Once you honor your gifts and talents, and you do more with what you already have, you will do well in them. And you need to focus on what you do really, really well. And I just want to encourage you that whatever gift you have, remember, it's precious. God gave you for a reason. He knew that you can do it. So be encouraged right now, tonight, that God is faithful enough to give you that type of gift. Another point I just want to stress, a principle, is to stand tall in your wealth. When you talk yourself down, because sometimes we talk ourselves down, and say, oh, well, oh, you know, me, you know, what can I do? I can't afford to do that. I can't speak in public, for example. If you can't, try to get some lessons on it, to do some lessons on that, so that you can practice and learn to do it even better. And if you sing, go to singing lessons. Perhaps you can do better next time. And remember, there are no shortfalls, and the world is big enough. The sky is the limit. You are able to do and achieve above what you think and you may ask for. Just ask God. Remember, your God is on your side. I just want to welcome those who are joining us right now and those who are watching. Thank you very much, and those who are making comments, and we appreciate for that. Thank you, and thank you for taking your time right now. I just want to go to the next point right now. The other point which I want to make is I just want to stress on this one. It's about choosing faith over fear. Trust is a higher power. It's a higher power. It's a higher power in us, which is already inbuilt, and it's a force which we use and through our faith, and it has to be used actively and continuously. And if you use it well, you can reach anything, and you can reach the greatest things possible in the world. And the other point I want to emphasize as well is find your uplift as well. It's very, very important. Surround yourself with people who motivate you, people with like-mindedness, and people, if you want to do, if you've got a talent or a gift in business, surround yourself with people who do business. You would do the business, not just do business, but do business really well, so that you can learn something out of it, your relationship. Because, when you're trying to gain something in this world, you have to make sure you have right connections as well. And when you're connected to the right people, you'll be able to achieve your destiny. And this comes with the right people we choose to surround us day in and day out. Our choices are very important. It's not only for a day, but for a lifetime. We make our life based on our choices, not only by whatever happens and circumstances, but we choose our own life. So remember to find your uplift and find the right people to uplift you. And if there are people out there who can uplift you, be encouraged to be part of them all the time, so that you can be blessed as well and tap into their grace and tap into their favor and tap into their wisdom and tap into their knowledge. And you will see the results happening slowly but surely. So, lastly but not least, I just want to say the last point, which I really want to emphasize once as well. Just to say that you should own your power. The power to trust. The power to love yourself. The power to be an ambassador of the world you want to be. Remember, you were created by God with his own image, according to him, to bring you in this earth so that you can bring glory to his kingdom. So remember, you're Christ's ambassador. So to be a Christ ambassador, you must have a talent which he already embedded in you. So use it wisely and bring his glory, and forever his glory shall be praised. Be exalted. We bless you for all that you've been doing so far. I know maybe some of you may want some more points. I can add other points if you feel maybe they might be. I can see other people are commenting and they want more of this and they're enjoying the topic. I can add one or two as well. I'm not. There's no problem with that. There's another thing is you need to strengthen your wings. I just remembered another point. You need to strengthen your wings. Prioritize what empowers you to thrive under pressure. Because when you're doing things in life and when you want to have that self-trust, you feel like you're pressured, and you need to prioritize the empowerment and use it wisely so that you are able to thrive under pressure. Because sometimes you might feel pressured based on circumstances, regardless of who you are. But because we are human beings here on earth, you might feel under pressure sometimes. So don't feel, disappointed at all when you feel under pressure. But remember to use the empowerment which is giving you the strength to keep going. And also be bold with your vision. Have a good vision, whether you're a woman or a man of God. Remember, each one of us has their own vision. Remember to focus on your vision. In this world, you can only achieve what you need based on your own vision. So whatever vision you have, you can make the right choices based on your vision which you already have. And as a result, as you're doing that, you'll be creating the life you need to have on this earth. And as well as you'll be praising God during your time on earth here. And God will be glorified by seeing you succeeding, because God created each one of us to succeed. No one is there to be unsuccessful, but it's his design that human beings should be successful, and we have to have dominion over the earth. And that dominion can only come if we have that self-confidence in ourselves, adoration, and if we use that power and we trust ourselves and use the meditated word of the Bible, the living God, we can use it wisely and carefully. As a result, that will bring us to the level we want to be according to our destiny and our vision. And right now, I just want to thank you, and I just want to say thank you very much for watching and taking your time, and thank you for all the people who have been watching throughout, and the people who have been here on watching from all the principles which I've talked about. And in summary, I was just talking about the principles of building self-trust. The principles I've talked about a little bit about don't wait for confidence to come. Remember to have self-confidence in you, and always never be afraid to fail in life. Remember, error is human. And you remember, don't be embarrassed. If you embrace failure, remember failure is part of success. You keep on going. If you fail today, try again tomorrow. And also strengthen your wings. Remember to prioritize who surrounds you and empower yourselves regardless of the peer pressure we have in the world. Remember that you have to stand tall in your wealth as well. When you talk, don't talk down yourself. And also, and every time you use positive words, use positive vibes to yourself. Talk good about yourself. And remember also to find your uplift. I said once before, surround yourself with the right people who can actually encourage you to reach to your destiny And that is very, very crucial and very important. And the last but not least is you have to own the power of faith. And remember to own the power of faith. And remember, do whatever you do based on the faith. And remember to have that self confidence in yourself, because there's a life-changing power when you trust yourself. And no one can take that away from you, because you were born with it. And remember, if ever you have time to ground yourselves in enoughness of this world, remember, God is always by our side, which is very, very good to know. Right now, I just want to thank you, all the viewers. I want to acknowledge Sister Katie, who have been watching, and Sister Gertrude. I want to also acknowledge Pastor Salanje for being with us. We thank you very much. Thanks for watching. We hope we've been blessed. Also, James Peely, Sister Chesilawe from Manchester. I thank you very much for watching. Catherine, we thank you very much for watching as well. I hope you've been blessed. And Eric, my brother-in-law there in Manchester, Newcastle rather, I hope you've been blessed, and maybe you've picked one or two points which are variable to you. And also my there's my brother there, Wakisa. I hope you've been blessed, and I just want to acknowledge you that thank you very much for watching. And everyone else who I haven't, and Matamando as well. I can see there's Matamando as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll come again hopefully sometime next week, and I'll bring a different topic as the Spirit leads, and we will continue to bless one another, encourage one another. I know this is our time to reign in life through favor and grace, and much more grace, and more grace at all, above all. And from glory to glory, we shall overcome and have dominion on the earth. For those, before I go, I just want to encourage you. If you have anything you want to, maybe you need some counseling, marriage counseling, relationship counseling, work counseling, anything like that. As a minister of God, myself and my husband, Prophet Chris Ntambo, will be very willing to help you with some counsel. And also, if you need any prayer point, if you have any prayer points, you can give us, inbox us in I'm in the messenger. We'll be very happy to pray for you. Or if there's a need for fasting, we'll help you to fast with you, and to see things to come to pass. And also, if you need any prophecy about your life, please do feel free. Prophet, although he's not here, but I'm sure if you inbox via messenger, he will get the message as well. Be blessed. It's been a joy to be with you, and thank you very much as well, Prophet. I think I've seen Prophet Victor. Thank you very much for watching tonight. Be blessed. I love you all, and remain blessing to others as well. God bless you. Shalom.